This is the Leica D-Lux 8. It's the smallest and most compact Leica camera available, and we are in Soho Square, in the heart of Soho in West London. The Leica D-Lux 8 is the successor to the D-Lux 7. In it we'll find some familiar specifications. So the sensor is the same 17 megapixel CMOS micro four thirds sensor. That's larger than you'd find in a normal compact camera, and it gives you that kind of shallower depth of field that you'd expect from cameras of this size. It also has a fixed lens, which is a 24 to 75 millimeter zoom equivalent, and it has a fantastic aperture range of 1.7 to 2.8, so it's nice and bright all the way through the zoom. What Leica have brought to this is what they call the quintessential Leica experience applied to a compact camera. So not only have they made it recognisably Leica in its controls and its kind of minimal design and layout, also the menu system has been taken from the Q3. So if you're familiar with Leica cameras and that menu setup, it's really easy to navigate, both using the buttons on the back, but also through the touchscreen controls. That's really fantastic. They've also updated how their RAW files are encoded. So rather than using a Leica proprietary RAW system, the RAW files are now available as DNG files, which is an open access RAW platform that should be available to load into any imaging software.
Hello, I'm also here. Funny story really. A short time ago, I was saying to Wex, hey, I'm kind of looking for a small compact cameras or anything you can recommend. And they gave me a little nudge and said, hey Andy, we've actually got something you might be interested in. Hence the D-Lux 8. So they've asked me to use it as well. I'm going to be running around looking at more the ergonomics and how it handles, which I'm really excited about. If you want to look at more videos like this, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
So let's talk about what comes with the D-Lux 8. It comes with this nice little flash, also from Leica. It powers from the camera through the hot shoe. And I really like that. It means that you've got a flash if you need it. I've been using it to pop in a bit of fill because we've had some very contrasty light out there in the streets of London. But it also means because it's on a hot shoe, if you want something with more oomph, you've got the option to add on a more powerful flash, which is great. It means that you're not reliant on just the built-in flash that some compact cameras come with. So I like that Leica have given you that. The ISO range on the D-Lux 8 is 100 up to 25,000. That's 8 stops of light sensitivity that you can dial up and down as you need. It's been really bright. It's bright daylight at the moment, and it's been really sunny on Regent Street. So we're going to cue in some low light tests now. So I've had a great time shooting with this camera. It's responded really well in really quite bright and contrasty situations in bright sunshine. It's been easy to adjust all of the settings. I like the direct access to the control. It's incredibly easy to switch from photo to video. It's not, it's not a tool for super videography, but that doesn't mean that you can't record video. You can record 4K 30p, and you know, that'll do you for a really good compact camera. That's really nice. It sounds like a shipping forecast here. The aperture is variable but good. It's 1.7 up to f2.8, which is really lovely. It means that you've got a really kind of bright, fast aperture built into a compact camera, which on a variable zoom, sometimes other manufacturers have kind of compromised on that. So it's really great to have that feature in there. I'm going to hand over to Andy for his wrap-up thoughts.
Thanks, Jonny. So what can I say about the camera? Well, primarily as a filmmaker, I'm used to big, heavy builds. Usually it's rigging out a camera to suit my needs. And when Wex said I might be interested in this, because I said I wanted a compact camera, I'm glad they called me, because, you know, I'm really enjoying the incognito-ness, if that's a word, of how this handles. It's really simple and in a way linear. Like, I don't have to fumble about in menus. It's pretty straightforward. It's easy to get the shots that I've wanted to get. And I feel like the feature set of the camera really is quite vast considering how small and compact it is. You know, we've got the wide aperture, we've got a zoom lens, and the image quality is pretty damn good as well. In terms of autofocus, the contrast detect autofocus remains in the D-Lux 8. I mean, it was fine. It was pretty snappy. I didn't find any problems with it. The problems were more so with me, with what I told the camera to do. Can't fault it really. There's not a lot that I don't like about the camera, but there is one thing, and it's the grip. I just wish there was a little something there. I feel like I'm tickling the camera here. My fingers keep coming off the body. And I mean, it's kind of a nice, soft, I don't know, rubbery style texture, but my hands aren't able to grip that as much as I'd like. There's enough of a platform here for your thumb, but it's not textured or anything, so it's quite easy to slip off. Now, in terms of price, it's £1,450, which I actually think is quite good value. There are other compacts available on the market for around the same figure. Some of those have a fixed lens. This actually offers a little bit more, and it's still smaller and still lighter than some of the more expensive options. So I really feel like Leica's come to a really good price point with this. And lastly from me, in terms of ergonomics, it's a small and compact camera. It's certainly light, and I felt like it wasn't too invasive for me bringing up or for people walking past. Normally I find people stop and stare and end up questioning you about what you're shooting. So none of that, which is great. It allowed me to just take photos, no interruptions. It was just straightforward, which I actually really liked in this. Styling as well is pretty snazzy. Absolutely love it. It looks sleek. Typical Leica, I suppose, but ultimately a handheld camera that is brilliant. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.